You're this the Prince of the Nightlife, DJ Melly Mel. Now tuned into the biggest Shenelle Simone, April B, Flu Head, Grew Head podcast. Are you dumb? NYC, the ATL. Yeah, Brooklyn,
What's up,
what up?
Y'all know
Shit
what it
me.
is. It is the Flu Hair, Grew Hair podcast where worlds collide no matter where you reside. All right.
I like that.
I am your girl, April B, your favorite media maven.
You already know he's your favorite Brooklyn Betty, Shenelle Simone, in the building.
And of course, y'all know how we do with the guest. So we got a special guest today. I'm super excited to have him here. He's been somebody that we've been following for a long time, and we finally caught up to get him here.
Yes.
We got Mr. Rich. We literally was like, yo, Rich, what's up? What's really good?
Like,
Stop playing with us.
See my Texas nigga?
Yeah, like, what's up? So, but y'all, we have Rich Bizarre. I don't even know, because I don't even want to limit it to just like artists. So, like, what would you describe yourself as?
I mean, all around creative.
Okay.
Pretty much, like, whatever it is, if it involves, like, art, creating, I'd probably do it.
Okay.
Y'all, we're going to get into what he does and his levels, because he's not to be played with in a little bit. But y'all know we got to open up with an icebreaker. So...
Okay.
Yeah, all right. So we usually do a game called First Class versus Coach. So if you're familiar with the game, you know, you dig your hand in this bowl, and if you fuck with it, it's first class. If you don't fuck with it, then it's coach. But we're going to switch it up. So art is very subjective, right? So like I said, instead of playing the game, we're going to have you tell us the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the name of an artist, a brand, an era, a style of art. So we're going to try you.
Yeah.
And tell you what you think.
So here's to our traditional bowl, our big bowl with 5 things in it, because this is what they know us for. So you get to pick.
Let's see. What we got? I got a few of them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, which one you got?
The Harlem Renaissance era.
Yes.
I
What
mean-
comes to your mind?
I mean, jazz is the first thing.
Yes.
You know, jazz is the first thing that comes to my mind. Black excellence.
Yes.
I don't know, just like just a different level of living, you know what I'm saying, in black culture.
Yeah.
That's what comes to my mind. Definitely good times. I feel like they were living around that time.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
You know what I think of the Harlem Renaissance era? What's that picture that's on the Good Times?
Oh, the
Yeah, it's like
dancing
that
and
dancing.
stuff, the painting.
That's funny. That picture actually comes to mind when
Yes,
when
I
this
think
pops up.
that's what I think of. So, like you said, good time. All right, we
Okay.
got that.
All right, here. We'll take that one. All right.
Okay.
Let's see
Let's
what
see.
else we
Let's see.
I'm trying to find the balled up ones. You know,
I try to boil them up.
yeah, you know, some of them.
We called you out for it.
Oh, Kanye West.
Okay, when it comes to Kanye, let's talk about Kanye's art in terms of fashion and culture like that.
Misunderstood and ahead of his time. Like, that's what I think. You know what I'm saying? I think every time he comes out and they think it's a rant, they call it a rant, and then next thing you know, everybody's like following suit. And they on the, whatever he was talking about, people are on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, at first you think he dressing like a bum, and then next thing you know, like,
Everybody wearing holy clothes.
yes,
Right.
you know what I mean? So,
Right now you
yeah.
you
Y'all
got the
gonna get-
homeless looking better than me.
Yeah, that's what I think. You know, he's definitely ahead of his time. You know what
You
I'm
gonna
saying?
get them shoulder pads he got now?
Nah, I'm not. I don't agree with everything.
just said he's ahead of his time.
Yeah.
But homie knows something we don't know, and that's
know
what I believe.
something.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, it's
My bad,
cool.
my bad.
Yeah. We can let her here.
Yeah.
Yeah. To the culture lab. Okay, that's a balled up one.
Okay,
Go,
friend,
yeah,
you
that's
did
a
that.
go. Oh, FUBU.
Ooh.
Off top, I want to roll one pants leg up. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like get the toothpick or some shit. But nah, yeah, FUBU, this is definitely, I want to say like 90s, strong 90s era. You know what I'm saying? This is a good time in hip hop.
Yes.
You know, New York. I was definitely back home in New York. So,
Right.
Yeah,
You
that's
was
good.
rocking FUBU?
I don't know. I probably had like a jersey, but I ain't
Nah,
really.
I think everybody had like a
everybody's mama.
sweatshirt or something. like,
no. I think definitely that type of shit. But
It was always red. Like, I
you
don't
know what?
know.
Or that
I had,
tan
I had
color.
more Carl Canal than I had
Okay.
FUBU. Like if
okay.
we talking about like
Yeah.
fashion designers in that rim, like yeah. But FUBU was definitely relevant. It stood its time for sure.
Yeah, definitely. You know,
Don't they own Coogee now?
Yeah, you know he's
Now
trying to
we
make a
living better
comeback.
now.
Crazy.
Coochie sweater now.
Yo, you stupid.
I got a song.
I got two. Oh, this a little. What we got?
Balenciaga.
You want my truth?
Yeah. That's all we do here is truth. We are on Flew Here, Grew Here podcast. We endorse truth.
I mean, it depends on who's the wearer, like who's wearing it. Like this shit right now, it reminds me of some shit motherfuckers get. It's like that Rat Pack, like the
starter pack.
Nigga starter
Yeah.
pack.
I got a little sock,
It seemed like the shit motherfuckers get. I see corny niggas wearing this. You know what I mean? Like,
okay.
And
I
fuck with
let me take them sneakers out my
cart.
cart.
Style, like, don't get it twisted. Like, I fuck with what they put out. I just can't rock with it or gravitate to it because I just feel like that's
it's
just
too
like
many others.
everybody get it just to feel like they like to show you
design.
like.
Girl, please, I got the Balenciaga sneakers on.
Yeah,
Girl,
yeah.
you got that from the Greenbrier gift
Yes,
catalog.
come on.
Stop playing.
And I don't give a shit about none of that. So
Right.
like,
Yeah.
none of that tickles my fancy.
Right.
What we got? Oh, come on, Basquiat. I got a big ass print over my couch of this shit. Like, I mean, this OG, like, this is definitely like 90s. You know, once again, somebody else who was ahead of his time.
Yeah.
I mean, just a great, to me, like somebody who's just like, you just really gotta understand it. If you didn't
I'm
understand
seeing
it,
them
you know what I'm
tattoos
saying?
out of nowhere. Like, y'all really.
Yeah. This, I mean, homie had it. I think he was ahead of his time. It sucks that, you know, you gotta die to kind of be
Get
appreciated.
your flowers.
Right.
Yeah. All right. I think we're gonna do one more.
All right, let's see.
Let's see.
Come on, give me a flip one. All right, what we got? Oh, Sean John.
Ooh.
What? I was outside with Sean. I was like, this like middle school in New York.
You had one
Sean
of them
John
Sean John
velour
jean
suit. I had the
jackets and
velour
stuff?
suit with the headband.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Yeah. This is like classic Diddy. We ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, and I wanted the Sean John with the
Going
signature.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Like the
We
Sean
can't be
John.
stopped.
Yeah.
Because he's bad boy
Yeah,
for life.
so that's this was a fun era right here.
A
Like,
fun era.
That was.
velour suits was popping around that time. Like,
Look, I'm like, what else we
Is
got
one
in
more
here?
artist
I
in
do
there
know.
though.
What we
Let's
got?
see.
Well, do you want me to pick the artist or do you want me to just let him
Go
pick
ahead,
the
I'll let you
artist?
pick.
Yes.
I'll let you.
Cause
Yeah, we need some.
here, do this one.
Alright, we got it. Oh,
What?
this is my like. It's funny. This is like the first piece of art I ever was able to fall in love with.
Y'all, it's graffiti.
Graffiti. Yeah, graffiti is like first thing you see. Like, I mean, you born in New York. I mean, you
Train
see it.
stations,
Yeah.
walls.
Like, I think before I even fell in love with cartoons and stuff, I fell in love with graffiti. Like, I remember being as a kid just doing bubble letters.
Right, the bubble, the
Yeah,
S.
yeah, like
Can
the
y'all
little
still do
black
the
book.
S?
The
Yo, the
1, 2,
the
3,
four- the six
1, 2,
lines?
3,
Yeah.
down,
When
down,
I learned to do the S,
it was
You was an
over.
artist.
son, I should
Everything started with an S at
It
that
did.
point. Or
Right.
it had to have an S.
Right.
did.
I should have charged $1 to make y'all S's. I should have.
That's funny. I just seen a clock that had, it was like a clock. It had the lines and it was formulating the S like around the clock.
See,
I just seen that.
Stop
but yeah,
playing.
this is my first love, and it's funny. I loved it. I used to do little bubble letters and shit, but I didn't really get into it until, you know, moving out here and starting to find spaces where I could actually do that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out my brother Born Artist Official too. He definitely was the guy that like taught me a lot about the cans and shit like that. So yeah, shout out to my brother.
So you was one of them kids that was spray painting the police coming and you
Nah.
Oh, okay.
I had
Go
one.
Get your stuff, let's go.
Nah. I had one little close call where we almost got caught, but yeah. For the most part, like in today's world, it's a lot of free fall. It's like places where you could go and you know,
and just do it,
and
right?
just do it. Yup. And
No, let me tell you about graffiti. When I used to take the 3 train, son, if y'all, we New Yorkers, so everything is up, right? Yo, why like on the top of like the subway thing,
How?
it was the
Graffiti.
You like,
it's
yo, how did y'all get
how
there?
did y'all
Yo,
get
as
there?
a kid, I used to be like,
I still don't know. I still
it's
don't
a
know how they
documentary
do
on
it.
graffiti, and they
Yeah,
say
yeah.
it's like secret
Codes
Yep.
and
Even like
yeah.
on the 40th floor, on the corner of the apartment building, you see, like, yo, how you?
Yo, it's a whole world. It's a whole world to that shit. Like, and they take that shit serious. Like, so yeah. So doing graffiti is like a whole other thing. You gotta know your ins and outs if you really trying to be a street artist with it. Like, it's a whole culture for that shit.
Right.
Well, y'all, that is First Thought. Thank you so much, Rich, for playing. So before we get into the questions, we like to do a check-in here. So tell us about where you're from, growing up, and we know you're from Brooklyn because we're from Brooklyn, you know, that's just what it is. But growing up in Brooklyn, how that shaped your eye for art, and how that impacted you. And then tell us about the change from moving from New York to down south.
So yeah, from Brooklyn, New York, from Red Hook, Brooklyn, New York, to be exact. Yeah, I mean, so you were saying how long I've been? I've been here. How long I've been in Atlanta?
Yeah, how long you been here?
Since 05.
Oh, you been here longer than us.
Yeah. So, yeah, I came. That was a dope time that I came out here too. But yeah, I mean, I started doing art in New York as a kid. Like I said, starting with just looking at graffiti and seeing that, and then gradually growing into cartoons, having my love for cartoons and shit like that. Drawing as a kid, and you know, people just telling me like, oh yeah, you know, you're doing good, and even coloring in the lines. Like, I used to get hyped up for like being able to stay in the lines, and I used to love the applause that I got from that. So I'd be like,
Yo,
you triggered her.
she can't do that.
She can't color the lines, y'all.
Nah, cause you was one of them kids like you, man, hype.
Yeah. I was hyped. Like, I ain't gonna hold
you. You know how hard you try to stay in the line because you focusing. It's gonna automatically.
Yeah,
get you
my
out.
teachers, they'll say a lot of things about me, but one thing they'll be like, but his art and his coloring is really
immaculate.
good.
Right, like you 3 years old over here making red, blue, like yo,
okay, like
yeah, you know, so doing that, you know, as a kid and throughout school, whatever, and then kind of people just kind of letting me know that I was good at it. That kept me pushing at it, and then you know, I got to thank my mother for, you know, pushing me in the direction of going into like art school. Like she you know, supported me into that. So like I didn't go to my like zone school or nothing like that. I went to school in Manhattan. I went to graphic arts.
okay.
yo, everybody go to school in Manhattan. If they don't send their kid in Brooklyn, you in Manhattan.
Yep. Yeah, performing
arts.
Performing arts.
Yeah, if you're going out there for like some type of arts or like trade or something like that, then
Then
9
you
times out of 10 you're gonna go to Manhattan.
Exactly.
Yep. So I was out there doing that, and you know, that's when I really started to kind of like learn it. But then school made me bored with it, so I stopped, and you know, I started playing football, got into music, all this other stuff. But yeah, came to Atlanta and was doing, like I said, I was doing music and everything, and that was all still, the art was still throughout that whole process. Me just not knowing, and then you know, I just had people that just started pushing me back towards that, you know, towards that lane of doing art again. So, and the music, I just kind of just stopped fucking with it. I ain't like the industry shit. And,
Yeah, it's too much politics.
yeah, I didn't care for all of that. Like I actually care for the art part of the shit. Like, so if I can't like freely create without somebody asking me about a single or how many followers I got or how many,
Tell me about
then
it.
I'd rather leave it alone. So with art, I was able to just do me, and people just kind of like embraced what I was able to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
Right.
and it just turned into what's going on now.
Yo, Rich, like, yo, I don't know what y'all came here for. I came to do art. I came to, like, you over here talking about your followers.
Yeah.
I'm not with all
I don't care
that.
for all that. Yeah.
So, like we said, you coming from New York. You say you moved to Atlanta in 05. To me, I moved in Atlanta in 05. So, it's like we came here just in time to witness, you know.
Oh, yeah, the change.
The change. I always said I came to Atlanta right in time. So, what are some of the cultural differences you notice in the art scene in the South?
I mean, the fact that it is an art scene now, it wasn't. You know, like it to me, I never. That was another thing. I didn't never feel like I had a place with what I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
You
that's
just try to fit in somewhere.
and mind you, and that's when I'm thinking of. That's when I'm just doing canvases and painting murals and shit like that. You know, of course with the murals I seen a lane, but canvases I was like, that's slow. I'm an artist, but I'm a hustler too. Like that's first things first. Like coming from New York, so to answer another part of your question, like what about New York? Kind of I bought here was that hustle. Like I learned that like high school. I painted sneakers. I did T-shirts.
Okay.
I did all that. Even as a kid, I mean, I was young selling lemonade outside in the hood. I did everything.
Okay.
You know
Shout
what I'm
out to
saying?
the lemonade
Yeah.
stand.
I mean, 6 years old, like doing that type of shit. So like, growing up a little bit older, making my own coloring books, selling it outside my mom's, and my aunt is at the nail salon and shit. So yeah, the hustle was first, the artistry, but so I kind of learned the two. Like I learned how to turn that into money, into income or whatever. So I think that's what I was able to bring here, like that energy, that grind, that push. Like I just wasn't on no slow ass moving time. You know what I'm saying? Like I was on that New York minute still. Like
Was there a significant adjustment for you moving from New
hell
York
yeah.
here?
At first, what? It was like First of all, because I didn't move to Atlanta. Like,
Okay, you moved
I
to.
moved to Gwinnett.
Shout out to the north side. Yeah, I'm on the north side.
So you got Atlanta,
And then you got Gwinnett, and then you got the outskirts.
Yes, yes.
What part of Gwinnett?
I was in Snellville.
I live in Loganville.
Oh, okay. So
So we're right there.
Like,
Okay,
same
what
area.
you?
Yep.
I know you was
South
like.
Gwinnett, yeah. My
You
boy
went to
Mello,
South Gwinnett?
my
Okay,
boy
I went to
Mello.
Grayson.
Yeah, Grayson.
Yeah,
same
see?
area, yep.
Okay.
Okay, they bond.
I'm hyped.
Gwinnett. I'm over here like I went to Marietta. Yo,
Yeah,
you have Atlanta and then you have the outskirts.
Yeah.
Like, the outskirts will have you feeling like, yo, mom.
What is this?
Like you really
Yeah.
made
This
us
was
leave?
like I went home and I told my brother, yeah, you know, I'm about to move to Atlanta when school out, because I came right after I graduated high school and I came here. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm about to move to Atlanta. You see, like,
Yeah.
you know, Luda and Jay.
Right.
You like, welcome to Atlanta where the players play.
Nah.
And you got here, you was like,
I was in a subdivision.
yep. You
I was like the only house on my block at the time.
trees, and you moved here when like
That
Snellville
was
now
like, they was
looks
just building.
yes.
No, yeah. It's up.
It's up now, but
They
when
were
we
building it.
no, it was
Yeah.
like your only was like a tree. Like,
Facts.
oh, I passed that tree, I must be home. Like,
Yeah, it was my block. My whole
Like-
street was nothing but like red clay.
see,
I was like the only house at the time, and they were still building the neighborhood. So,
Right.
Yeah.
I
So
think the first thing I
culture
noticed
shock
when
for
I
real.
moved here was I was like, oh, can we go to the corner store? Like,
No.
where's the store?
No.
And then, you know, everything, we could get like 4 things for $1.
Hell
When
no.
I went, I never seen
One.
the chips was $1.29. I didn't even know what tax was. Like, that's
we just throw the money on the counter to Poppy. Like, here, Poppy,
yeah.
it's 6%
Tax and all that.
What?
Nah. No sandwiches and
No.
no bacon, egg, and cheese.
No bacon,
so-
egg, and cheese, no
No,
butter
none of that.
rolls, no
Yeah.
nothing. Like,
So you know, it was a lot to get used to with that shit. But you know, through time, I was able to start making my way down to the city and getting out of Gwinnett.
I was just
Like I
gonna
said,
say, make my way downtown, walking fast.
That's
That's what I was like.
walking very fast because I was what? I did it all. I did everything to get out of Gwinnett, man. Like,
Yo, didn't I tell you that? I was
Yeah.
bad in high school because I was praying, oh, they gonna move me back. Sight. And I gotta figure out how to get in college. I'm like, oh my God. So y'all really keeping me here?
that was too far away from everything. And then the city wasn't this. It was,
No, it
Atlanta
wasn't
wasn't what
what
it
it
is
is now,
right
yeah.
Yeah, nah.
But you know what? I'm happy, like I said, 05. I'm happy I came during the time when, like I said, I feel like a lot of people moved here 2-3 years ago, so you know they just judging off of what it is now. But I came here just when snap music was
Snap,
popping.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It was heavy on that.
Right, I went because New York. Like, just real quick, I know we reminiscing. We New York. It's just my last thing. A lot of people was like, "Oh, y'all, you know New York." We was in middle school, high school, like people was getting the Jordans already, like the jeans, the diesels, all of that.
Diesel,
I
Vans,
come down here, I'm like, yo, what? Yo,
With
is that a
Sperry's.
keychain? Is that your key on your neck? Like, yo, what are you wearing? Like 3XT.
The 3XT,
yes.
the Jabot,
The
like,
pants
I
the
was
tucked
like,
in
Supra
socks,
sneakers.
yeah.
Like, I was in middle
Yo.
school wearing jewelry. You
we
know,
had-
like,
we had-
gold, like, for real.
y'all, and we talking like jewelry, like our nameplate change and like.
No, like we had to.
We
get
had-
name plates,
yeah.
name belts, all of that.
All of that.
So it was definitely like a cultural shock for us. A lot of people was like, "Oh, was y'all really dressing like that in New York?"
No, we really was.
I used to get bullied, like, cause my best friend was mad spoiled. My mom used to have to work overtime so I could get the same sneakers she got.
No facts.
That's how competitive it was.
Yeah.
So like I said, with us reminiscing, you know, we talked about New York and the graffiti, the South. You came down here, it really wasn't a thing. But where did you get your inspiration from, or who's your inspiration?
I mean, a lot of things. I mean, like definitely home. You know what I'm saying? From home, I carried a lot of that inspiration into coming here, and the energy and everything. And then other than that, you know, I mean, there's a lot of artists that, you know, that inspire me, keep me on my toes.
Who you got right now? What artist?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of local artists. You know, I don't want to go down a list and forget nobody, and just, you know, solo out one person. But
Okay.
yeah, it's a few people that I've always just looked at, and they always kept me sharp and showed me, like, you know, a different way. But I mean, honestly, I motivate myself more than anything. I get up every day, and my family and all of that is what motivates me. Like, that's just showing them a different way. You know what I'm saying? That's my everyday motivation, to show them, like, yo, we could take something that, you know, we were good at or that we love or whatever, and use it to live our life. Like,
Yeah, I love that. Right. So we met Rich at the Trap Museum when you did the Biggie exhibit. Yeah. But I'm gonna just go down the list, y'all. So Rich, because he ain't no artist to be played with. So
I appreciate you.
I started doing research on you. I saw that you initially did Teyana Taylor's home. Then you did something for Lil Baby. You did a set design for him. Yeah. You did LeBron James. Yeah. The list goes on. Yeah. Out of all of those projects, which one was the most overwhelming to you?
Overwhelming?
Oh, you know what I want to say he gonna pick?
What?
Nah, he got, and it's more like.
I want to know.
No, just judging off of
the names that I gave.
I feel like because she is so particular about what she wants.
And she's an artist herself.
Exactly.
She's an artist herself.
Like, Teyana Taylor, we love you, girl, but she give me, excuse me. I'm like,
and did you see, have you seen her house? Like, did you watch her reality show? So to see how immaculate all of that, like, to see like the wall writing, but how you had to be so detailed.
She's a creative.
Yes.
I mean, I wouldn't say overwhelming because it's always a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Like, before working with her, I looked at her like she's like gonna be a great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, she's gonna,
shout out to her.
She's gonna be like one of the people you speak of when you talk about like Missy and Beyonce. Like, she's gonna be one of them people. You know what I'm saying? So it's always a pleasure. But yeah, she'll hit me up like right now. And say it's some shit that's due like tomorrow, and she gonna be on it. But what I love about T is that, you know, she always has vision. She always kind of know what she want to do. Like I don't ever have to spend, you know, a week or whatever trying to
drawing out plans.
Yeah, creatively think. She already know what she want to do. She's just like, yo, Richard, look, that's what I need. I'm trying to blah blah blah. Like, and I just pull up and get it done for her. So yeah, shout out to her. But yeah, so I wouldn't say she was the most overwhelming. Even though them time frames be crazy.
the pressure is getting worse.
I mean, I don't really look at nothing that's like overwhelming. But yeah, like I think what I'm doing now is probably like, like I said, I still can't say overwhelming because I just see everything as a blessing.
Right.
But what I'm doing with Self-Made Studios, Bel Air and all the liquors that fall under that brand.
And shout out to Rich, because y'all see.
First
of all, let me just say this. Guests, when y'all coming on our show, show up like this. Show up with the.
When I tell you, he didn't even know we was recording. I got treats. Ooh,
yeah, I set it down right on
he
camera.
He just set it on the, y'all.
This how you know we get excited about liquor.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm working with them. So, you know, I like whoever they giving me opportunity to kind of do something amazing. So like I'm gonna represent that brand to the fullest.
And you just told us that in the studio we're in, you even did something work for Culture Lab.
Yep. Set by Sky brought me through to, you know, do some stuff in here, like hand paint a few logos or whatever in the hallway. So
how do people even find you? Like how did it become a thing to book?
I don't even know, because I've been in my little cave and I just be
listen. One of my questions was, at what point did you realize, like, yo, I'm really like,
getting booked by top-notch celebrities? Like
what was that like? Like I was just about to ask.
I'll be too.
What was
like,
your first big break?
My first big break was probably it was Shamik Moore.
Okay, shout out to Shamik Moore.
The new who's playing more Miles Morales, the new Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man. So I kind of did a video. I did a video with him. Well, it was some light shit. I just did a bunch of graffiti on the floor. But then after that, shout out to Crystal Gardner. I met her. No, before Crystal Gardner.
Shout out to KG.
Yeah, because KG, that's my sis. Yeah. But before I actually met her, I got to give another shout out to my boy Beezy. My boy, the Cool Life. Yeah. So he has his own media outlet where, you know, he does a lot of videos. He was shooting a video for me, and he actually was the one that put me on the set designing. Okay. Because I was doing, like I said, I was doing music. And this whole time, I'm like designing my videos up, but I never knew that was a thing or an avenue. So he was just like, "Yo, bro, you should try set design." And I was like, "Oh, what's that?" And he was like, he just started showing me. So we started doing a few things, and then he had me do a video for Tip and his artist Trans Lee. Shout out to homie. And I did that. So that was like entry level, and then like I said, then I met KG, and then we started doing the Trap Museum, And
pretty
then
much
it was a
words just
snowball.
spread.
Yeah, it was just a snowball effect from this.
You know what? I think with us being as creators too, we waiting on this secret recipe. Like, you know, we here to just believe in yourself. No, I'm not paying you $300 for you to tell me. So you know, we keep hearing this. You know, like the same response, but honestly, it's what it really is. Like he just
stay down, work hard,
and
make
you gotta
it, build
get
your
out.
connection.
You gotta go out there and like you gotta go get it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't coming to you. Like
right.
You gotta build that name for yourself. Like and make sure like people understand the value and who you are and what you have to bring. So.
No, another question: as an artist, what is one thing that you just okay? Let me not say sick of doing, but it's like another.
If they be like, "Can you do this?" You be like.
Yeah, don't ask me to do that damn black and white 2D that I did in Teyana Taylor crib.
Do not.
Yeah, don't ask me to do that no more.
You know, like tattoo artists, they be like, I'm tired of these rolls.
It's like you got selfie. Every selfie museum that pop up anywhere, they're probably gonna do that black and white 2D shit. Like, don't ask me.
He said his art
He
is
don't
more
even care if you paying him.
Nah. I'm good. Like I was even trying to convince my people at self-made. Like, nah, let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
Let's not do that
Why? Because I don't want to do it. You putting me in charge, do not do
it's
it.
It's overdone.
Right.
So is there a difference between designing sets and like designing like how you do like the canvases or like here at Culture Lab or like what we see at the Trap Museum, like, you know, art like that?
Yeah, there's kind of a difference, but I guess to the average person, but for me it's kind of the same thing. I'm trying to create like an experience. So whether I'm painting on a canvas or building a set, is the same thing. Like just trying to create an experience that you can walk into, or and kind of just like dive into what it is, or just be immersed by it. So yeah, it's kind of the same thing for me. Okay. Only thing different is the physical on the body, like building a set compared to painting and shit. Like it's
because you gotta be a real construction worker.
Yo, I don't even know where I get that shit from.
I think I seen you design the thing for Lil Baby with the airplane and stuff,
the
and like,
jet.
And then you had to like cut with the saw and stuff. I'm like,
I don't know where I learned that shit.
Yeah. Like it just came naturally.
Yeah, me and my bro was just talking about that shit yesterday. I was like, yo, I see it, and I just figure out how to like. Somebody call you and be like, yo, we need you to build a private jet, and I've never done it before. I'm like, I gotta fucking build a private jet. Or like the Trap Museum when we had the Future exhibit, they needed a spaceship.
You the one behind the Future?
The not the new one.
Oh, okay. Oh, the other one. Okay.
Yeah, I built that. I'm just like, when have I ever built a spaceship?
But you're going to have to figure it out.
Let me tell you something.
I'll be on YouTube like.
Okay, the 3x7 dimensions.
Be a Home Depot like. No, and one thing, as a fashion designer, you know, is there a way to protect your art from being stolen?
Cause shout out to your brand new Liberty, right?
Yeah. Even though we had, I pulled back for a second.
It's okay. It's coming. It's coming.
It'll be back. But repeat that one time.
Like, is there a way to protect your art from being stolen, even as an artist and a fashion designer? Because you have companies like Fashion Nova, like
Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton.
Right.
I honestly don't think there is, man. I don't think there's no way to really protect it.
You work so hard on this custom design, it don't matter. Then next thing you know, 2 seconds later, it's on Etsy.
Yeah.
Like not Etsy.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, although make Alexander McQueen's. That's not Alexander McQueen's.
First of all,
Steve
Madden makes Balenciagas.
Yes, Steve Madden. I don't think that's what I'm saying. I say that to say, like, I don't think there's a way to protect it.
As long as they don't put Balenciaga on there.
What about like the trade? Can you trademark like the patent? I don't know how it.
Yeah. You can trademark. You can patent certain things, but people can still find. People gonna still find a way to kind of take inspiration and pour it into what they do. I don't think there's no real way to protect it. You just, as long as you true to you and you know what you got. What I mean? People gonna go to the real anyway. Like that's some.
Yeah.
Do that piss you off sometimes? Like, yo, that's my design.
Nah, what? That's happened to me. Yeah. It's happened to me. It's happened to me a few times. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was pissed off about it. But I think what I got going on now. Like, I'm just like, my blessings is mine. At the end of the day, I don't think no man can physically reproduce what I'm able to do.
Exactly.
You know what
Hello.
I'm saying? Like, we all got our own things. So.
Yes, let the church say amen.
Let the church say
That
amen.
song, no weapon
Go ahead, Fred. Break it down real quick.
against me. You got
Shout out to church.
Every time that was a church moment.
That was.
Man. I was like, don't
You
sing
felt
Shenelle.
it,
We
right?
went there with it too, all the way.
And you hit the notes. Proud of you, Fred. Okay, and so in regards to street art, right? Because I see a lot of like white artists getting notoriety from stuff that was obviously created by our culture. How do you feel about that?
Well, I don't know, cause as far as street art, I feel like it's definitely our culture inspired it. When you think about hip hop and back in them days and stuff like that, but white people, they was outside spray painting. They was getting busy with the graffiti too. You know what I'm saying? So I won't take that take that from them. Like I know a lot of fire ass white graffiti artists that I can't really feel away. Like I just don't think it belong. I'm as far as art, as far as like graffiti.
There's no like
art.
black and white thing.
Yeah,
That's just
yeah,
art
yeah,
is
yeah,
subjective and it's what you feel. It's not
Right. Now you talk about hip hop. I mean, come on. It's
Well,
cool.
that's we
You know what I'm
already
saying? Like,
know about that.
We know where that come from, like DJing and everything that kind of came in the culture of graffiti. Like we know where that comes from. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like I said, as far as graffiti and stuff like that, I think that's like just like an all culture. I know a lot of Asians, white people, blacks, all type of cultures. You know what I'm saying? That's just like heavy. I've traveled to different countries and you can see them getting busy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Shout out to all of the graffiti artists there.
Any artist right now, like, and when I say artist or athlete or entrepreneur, whatever, that is on the top of your list to work with?
It was a top 3, if you could.
Like, if they called and said, Rick, we need you to design this set right now for so and so, and you'll be like, yo, I'm there like today.
I mean,
Like cutting this podcast short, I gotta.
So
go.
we might have to do it like in like categories.
Okay, go ahead.
If we talking music, I mean, off top, I'm a Fab fan. Brooklyn, Fab, that's my nigga.
Yes.
That's street family ties. Yeah, and it's funny. We actually had conversations about doing work. Me and him we did a Zoom call together and conversated about doing some work. So I'm still waiting for that to happen.
Okay.
And he also went to school for performing arts and shit. So he comes from
And
that.
he a fashion dude too, so
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Fashion, he's a fashion dude. He
right.
went to art and design. So yeah, he's in that world. I fuck with Weezy. Like Weezy is another one.
We say
Yeah.
baby.
So yeah, as far as that's as far as that go. Anything else?
Okay, what's the next
artists,
category?
yeah.
Athletes. Anybody?
I
mean, you already did the King.
I did Braun, but
So-
I mean, I'm a AI. I would love to do like some Reebok AI
Yes.
type shit. Like somebody called me for that, I'm wild. And or some Jordans. Come on, Jordan.
Of course.
That type of shit. Like I wish I could have did something with T and her Jordan that just came out.
Yo.
'Cause that would have kind of been like very like close. She did take a picture in front of the bookshelf I designed for her.
Shout out to the bookshelf.
Yeah, so shout out to the Basquiat bookshelf, which brings us back to Basquiat.
right.
Yeah, the GOAT. Damn, I'm just trying to think of like something that's just like if they called, I'm like wildin'.
And who, artists? Give us another artist.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I said it. Like I feel like
He said it.
Yeah, I
He
feel like I
said
said it. Like I think those
Fab,
happen.
Weezy.
Yeah. Like
All right.
Fab is like my older brother that he don't even know he was my older brother. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
don't even know.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Well, that brings us to a close. We have Rich Bazaar, so make sure y'all give it up for him. Thank you so much. Y'all, we hunted him down, like literally.
No, we
Right
really.
across the street, they called me on the rooftop.
Yes, he was in the rooftop, like,
No,
and we was like,
Nah, let me tell you something. Real Brooklyn nigga thing. He come to the party.
he looking
And I'm
around.
Dolly. I'm Dolly.
Gangsters don't dare.
Yeah, right.
He like, yo, I got invited. I'm here. All right, whatever. It was like, yo, I'm like, one thing about us, like, we on some real, like,
What's up? Like,
we been
Rich.
looking for you.
We been looking.
Yeah, he was like, what happened? Like, no, I have the text messages from 2 years ago.
I was gonna write, like, when she started spitting, and instantly he was like, all right, okay, shit, y'all looking for me? Here I go. I'm
So
right here.
we definitely appreciate you
Yo,
coming
and
on.
before we wrap, yo, bro, you got one of your let me get one of those.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, my brother Mello, he had this
Here,
been one
look
of
in
my
the camera, Mello. Say what
yeah,
up.
that's my boy
Yeah,
Mello.
come
man.
in.
This nigga
Don't let
been
from
a
right here.
supporter from day one when we met. Like it's just been locked. You know what I'm
right.
saying? So,
Yo, you see him?
10 years plus.
10
All
years,
right.
not even.
Okay.
It's 17. So yeah, since I came here in 05. So yeah. So
Wow.
Since I came here, we met South Gwinnett and we've been rocking ever since. He been fucking with me throughout all my endeavors. But yeah, so he got a new app.
Okay.
That's out, and it's like Uber Eats on crack. You know what I'm saying? So it's like imagine wanting your sneakers from the mall or an outfit before you about to hit the club, but you don't got no time to run there, and you want to get it delivered to you rather than. So yeah, so he got the
I'm
app.
shorty. I'm like, give me the extra
You're
small.
small.
Little
Wait, he see your profile. She don't need that. And he showed with the medium, like I said when I said no. Shout out to Mello. That's dope. What's the name of the app?
iAccess. Yes,
iAccess.
So yeah.
All right, y'all heard it here first. Make sure y'all head to Apple Store. And who got Android?
But you know what? We're gonna ask him
It's
who
on
do you
IG.
think.
We're giving the IG.
Yeah, our access LLC. That's
Okay,
Alright.
because we was definitely about to ask that
Who do you
too.
think is somebody that's taking off right now? And bam!
Yeah, he's here. He's here.
Yeah, I had to show love to the bro.
Right, but baby, that includes another episode of the Flew Here, Grew Here podcast with your two favorite Brooklyn baddies and of
Yes,
course
sir.
our favorite Brooklyn.
Yay.
Right, Brooklyn artists in the building, y'all. So we are so honored to do this dope
appreciate
episode.
y'all.
Pretty much. Now I gotta really look at some artistry going on. You know, I gotta see. You know what? My teacher, you said I couldn't color in the lines.
And she ain't letting that go.
I'm not
Rich,
letting
Oh,
that
don't
go.
feel bad. My teachers did me dirty. Like,
No, you was the one.
he
that
had
like,
the unsatisfactory on all his report cards.
yeah.
You know, like at the daycare when your
Hey.
child
Right
B,
on, uh-huh.
I bet you his mom was hyped. Yo, my child ain't gonna have a line sending this to me. He's gonna pay some stuff. But baby, you already know it's your girl Shenelle Simone. Make sure you follow me at I am Shenelle Simone.
And Rich, tell them where they can follow you.
At Yo Rich Bazaar on IG. That's probably the best place to catch me.
Oh, so you check DMs?
No.
No, he
No,
said the
because I
best
slid in
place.
them DMs too 2 years ago and he ain't
Okay,
read
look.
nothing.
We family now. We
Yeah,
cousins.
we cousins.
Y'all got my line. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, we got the line.
that's when they hit me, called me. Like, I don't really Instagram and all that. Like, I really be working like with my hands all day, so I don't really be on that. Like,
It's official when you got the number.
It is.
yeah,
So
yeah. Y'all family, so we like.
make sure y'all follow me at it's April B __. And don't forget to follow the podcast, FHGH Podcast, on all platforms. Like, comment, subscribe to our channel, and share this video with all your Brooklyn Knights out there, because y'all know how we coming. And we'll see you guys next
up?
time.
Brr.